Is that going around? Hello, Happy New Year, Aquarius. I must remember to look at the little dot. Okay. Sorry. It's one of those days where you think, I'll just put the black and white movie channel on and have a duvet day, you know. Actually, my sleeping's all out at the moment. It's about 3:10. I woke up about 15 minutes ago, and it's one of those days that doesn't get light, you know. Here we are. It's the end of January, so. How you doing? Do you have a good Christmas, New Year? I hope so. So we're going to do turbo ding. So push negativity aside as far as you can reach. A little circle around yourself. Don't forget the back. I'm going to invite pure white spirit light with Archangel Michael and Saint Dunstan, please. Enough of your sauce from last night as well. To bring us little nudges and winks and information that might be valuable to whoever clatters into this. Please and thank you. And thank you to subscribers, to subscribers and anybody else who watches this tours. So please don't be afraid to, I'm going to sneeze, click like or share or subscribe or leave a comment. It does help, but you don't have to, obviously. Thank you to the people who support me, and thanks to the anybody who watches this tour more than once. I do appreciate the love and support that I do get. Thank you. Now, I set myself the task of, well, there are 36 decans in tarot and astrological stuff, and obviously they're very much tied up together. And I set myself the task of, excuse me, my voice, doing a little intro and then a little thing on the time frame and those natal cards for a year. And I think I started off in Libra season, and it feels like 2 years ago that I started. But here we go. Now I'm just trying to find out what your cards are. Swords, 5 of Swords. Oh, you're the Empress. Wow, nice one. So I just want to introduce you, should you not be aware of them, your natal cards. You've got the Knight of Swords, which is the second fastest energy in the whole of Tarot. And let's see, what is she hiding? And what do we say? You're the Star. The Star card is a beautiful card. It's the gorgeousness after the destruction or destructiveness of the Tower. And it's, if you think about little stages of tarot or little sections of tarot, the Tower flattens anything. It's TMH flattening anything that he doesn't want to stand. Then you get the Star, which is, if you imagine all the sort of like the grub and a building collapsing and all that crap up in the air. The Star card is that washing off all that crap afterwards. Then you get the Moon, the Sun, the Judgment, and the World. So it's almost like on a running track. It's almost like coming around that final bend into the home straight, into the biggie, into the Constellation cards. You know, the up there cards. We've got 5 of Swords left to do. So you know, when you look at the tarot in little subsections, do you know? So let's be honest. I mean, the 5 of Swords is a difficult card. most people look at it as a difficult card. I think it's quite a nice card in certain ways because, yeah, it looks like a vicious card. You know, even the clouds look aggressive, don't they? But you know how Aquarius likes to be over there somewhere. It's like the other 11 sun signs can go that way, but Aquarius is over here. Yeah, and I'm cool with that. Just don't come any closer. Look at those swords there. It's like Aquarius has marked out their own little bit where, yeah, you just get away from that. I mean, who knows what's really going on in that picture? But Aquarius is there in their own little bit. Now, you know, okay, I did some videos last night, and I was so cold. It was about 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. I was so cold. I had that blanket thing, that dead polar bear around me, and I can go into sort of like whirling dervish, sort of swirl mode, and I was doing that last night to keep warm. One of the reasons. But that's my birthday card. I'm the 8 of Wands. Too much energy, yeah. Asperger's. You know, that's great if you're off to the races, but if you've got to sit still, you can get a bit too much energy, and it can be infuriating for people who go, "Look, can you sit still?" I am sitting still, because your mind's going a million miles an hour, and your body's just catching up with what your mind's doing. You can't, you know. Well, fun, you know. If you're doing laps of a track, wonderful. But if you're sitting still, people go, "Oh God," you know. Pause, mute, shut up. There you go. So it has its benefits, but it has its curses too. Each card has a positive and a negative. I mean, in that you would think there's no negativity there at all, but there is if that's your natal energy. Yeah. Everyone thinks you've just done a line of coke, but actually no, it's just you. No, with this one here, people might think you're aggressive. People might think, oh God, you're very combative. Well, first decan Aquarius, do you have to deal with conflict? I mean, how is conflict in your life? What is conflict in your life? You, for whatever reason, whoever divvied these cards up gave you, you know, that conflict card. Maybe you're very good at dealing with conflict. Maybe you work with my friend Boutros. And who knows? Is that? I mean, it looks like dealing with conflict afterwards, rather than getting ready for conflict, because they're all knacked. You know, it's like afterwards. So, are you good at conflict resolution? Who knows? Or do you just go down the seaside and pick up swords? Who knows? But that's your five of swords. It's your birthday card, so it's a good idea to get to know that. But because your secondary planet is Venus, you get the Empress card. So it's a love-based decan. So it might be after the war. You're very good at making up. You're very good at pacifying a situation. Afterwards, you know. You're good at getting help in there or something like that, because the love has to come after the war. So, and these are your decan cards. Chuck in the card for Aquarius. That's really, it's like higher value thinking. It's healing. So there you go. It's like healing after a war with love. Yeah. And then you've got the second fastest energy. The fastest energy is the one that gets off the ground. The highest vibing energy is the 8 of Wands. Now that is the second fastest energy in Tarot. Now I'm an extra nightmare because I've got no problem. That's my sun sign and that's my moon sign. If you imagine a game of tennis between you, and that's my north node too. So anything from that, I mean, I think Aquarius is it's like the crawler lane compared with Sag. You know, coming down yet? No. On the ceiling. Yeah. If you imagine a game of tennis between these two, it's high octane stuff. You know, they say a fox is sly. Well, they're not. They just can't think any slower. It's just, some people, you know, everyone's on different frequencies, and you know that's me, Sag and Aquarius. Take the Sag out. Oh wait. That's my moon and my north node. Still up. Relax. No. But those are lovely cards. Where did I put the other one? Someone's stolen Aquarius. Where's it gone? No, there you go. So those are your cards. Okay. Get to know them well. Now, the dates for this are the 20th of January to the 29th of January. So by doing this, I've caught up. Yesterday I did 3 Capricorns and Aquarius. This is my Aquarius for today. And then I'll be able to get ahead of myself and do the 2 Aquariuses, take us up to the 18th of February. Then I'll know. I felt really grubby getting behind because I was ahead of myself. I did the Saggies way ahead of time. And it's, you know, when you've given your word to doing something and it sits there and goes, plus I've had an awful lot on, and I didn't feel, if anybody's noticed, I've actually taken the length of my videos right down to about 10-15 minutes rather than doing like hour-long ones. And I knew obviously these ones take longer because I put a lot more into them, and I just didn't have the oomph, and I wanted to do them. You know, there's a difference between flipping out sort of a daily top up and and so some of those Capricorn ones got a bit hefty yesterday or last night. So plus I've been learning all the donkeys' names down in Tierra. There you go. So your major planet is Uranus, and the 5 of Swords. You what? Oh, the 5 of Swords, Venus. So you get the Empress card. So it's like out of, what I like about that is out of conflict comes good. Conflict gives birth to something much stronger afterwards. You don't actually see them fighting. You see them with something they're prepared to go to, or that they've been at war for. I'm just trying to think, what's the decking before then? Because if it's a Mars, if it's a tower thing, if it's a Mars card, so it would be the humour me a sec. Well, either you've got the 4 of Swords, but that's a Libra card, that's Wheel of Fortune, and that's Jupiter after the expansion. But in the diary, it doesn't work like that. We need to look at Pentacles. Oh, we've got the Tower. The 3 of Pentacles is the Tower. The 4 of Pentacles is the Sun. So that's the Sun coming out after the Tower, and then we go to. Okay, I'll look at that another time. Not when, yeah. So, I think I'm going to have to get that blanket because it's colder than a witch's tit in here. Just I want to say thank you to my sponsors, Sanctuary Housing Association, who are helping me go for the Guinness Book of Records. How long anyone can stay without heating and hot water over the winter months. We're nudging up towards 70 days, 70 days. I've lost count, it's too cold to count. So thank you, Sanctuary. We will get there. Just make sure you're there with an aluminium wrap and a Mars bar when I finish, won't you? Love you too. So, it's cold. Right. all to do. Cool. Now that's cold. Okay. Now I did a few little, I got all creative. Just wrote some little thoughts down. Nutrition. I can't see that, can you? Nutrition. Apathy. Oh, you can't say apathy. So is somebody letting their nutrition go down? Well, that'll be all right. No, this is the time of year that you do need some extra vitamins, like vitamin D and stuff like that. Birth certificate. I don't know what any of those have got to do with each other, but there you go. I don't know if they're little nudges to somebody. Okay, let's get going with this then. 16 minutes in. We got two together there. Oh, the spirit. Nice one. I haven't done that in many, many moons. Unseen forces watch over you. Where's the camera? Unseen forces watch over you. Nice wings. I wish I had wings like that. Okay. Oh, come on, I can never find it in these books. Oh, spirit, here we go. A golden-winged angel holds a human skull and contemplates the mortal realm with loving interest. The spirit is a watchful protector, possessing great wisdom and compassion, that lends guidance and comfort during. Can I just say, I'm trying to get used to these varifocals. And I've also got one here which is round, and I've got a Spock here which is pointy, and that they're at different heights. Like that. So actually trying to get glass. If they were going to actually rest on my ears, they'd be like that. And it looks like I've got one. They call me eyes are because one eye's higher than the other one. With my glasses like that. So it's a little bit tough to. To bring, it's like landing a plane, bringing all those variables together. Okay, now you know. That was a one-time only, sharing all my deepest, darkest secrets. Though spirit does not directly, no, let's do it again. The spirit is a watchful protector, possessing great wisdom and compassion that lends guidance and comfort during trying times. Cold ones too. Though the spirit does not directly intervene in personal affairs, it is an ever-present influence that gently guides us towards making the right choices in life. The spirit represents the guardian angel or spirit of a loved one who watches over you. Oh. The spirit may manifest itself in the form of a consoling friend who comes to your aid in a time of need. The spirit acts as a protector to keep you safe from harm, guiding you along the correct path and steering you away from any looming dangers. Because the spirit's scope of vision is vast, it may direct you away from something you currently desire for your own good. In this regard, apparent setbacks may have long-term benefits. Ooh. Well, that's like the Five of Swords and the Empress then, isn't it? In this regard, apparent setbacks may have long-term benefits. All things happen for a reason. The spirit represents a higher power that has your best interests in mind. It will often make its presence known through personally significant signs that may go unnoticed by others. though you may never fully interpret the spirit's intent, you may feel its benevolent influence in subtle ways. The spirit's vigilant guidance may manifest as a persistent inner voice that directs you towards achieving your goals and prevents you from making harmful choices. Do not ignore any intuitive feelings. Heed the signs and take heart in knowing that you are not alone. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Goody goody. So, there's a line. Right. All right. Let's start. Obviously, we've started. Oh. Well, there you are with the Nine of Pentacles, which is the lower register Empress. So this is nicely in coming up towards the feeling of your deck. And what's Justice doing there then? We'll see. A little early to tell. This is looking good. Oh, yeah. Isaiah off. So I better share this with what have you come in for? Any injustices that were done against you are being levelled, which would bring you the Ten of Pentacles. But so this is a Venus card because it's an Empress card, which is your secondary major arcana. It's almost, it gives you whatever, when the level playing, when the playing field is leveled after the injustice, you'll be able to ascend up to Empress status. So it almost feels like you're in, you're in this little holding pattern at the moment. Irritating, hugely irritating, frustrating. But if you imagine this was done in sort of like Plantagenet times or medieval times or what have you, that's almost like if you think about Facebook, when people just go doing selfies and what have you. Look at my lovely falcon, my lovely olive grove. It's almost like if you're going to have a selfie done in those times, that's what you would do, isn't it? I'm master of the falcon. Can you hurry up and paint this damn picture, please? My hands are getting tired. And the falcon's getting scratchy. But you know, when people loved their wife enough to have a portrait painted, you know, when those famous painters were doing their rotations in all those stately homes, the status of actually having a portrait done by a famous artist, I always think that's, yeah, it's like you've got time just to sort of pull back before you hit the ten. I mean, the Ten of Pentacles is major. So this is almost just getting ready for the news interview, you know, for the documentary. That kind of feeling. Whilst things are balancing out for you there, just because the Eight of Pentacles is doing a lot of work, and this is like, I've done the hard work. I can just get in, and get myself. It's a getting yourself together kind of a card, which is lovely. And really enjoying yourself. Mars, a Mercury card. So we've got Venus and Mercury together there. That's Virgo, and that's Cancer. And then we've got 4 cards, we've got 2 majors. Now this is going for Leo. We haven't had a bloke on here yet. So we've got Justice, female, 9 of Pentacles, female, 3 females in the... So there's a lot of yin energy here, and we've got this spirit, who's the female spirit there. So there's a lot of being in touch with your feminine side. And I imagine whatever delays are in this holding pattern that you're in for the 9 of Pentacles, you're having to sort of tame the beast of your mind, go, come on, I want this to finish. There's no way you can't hurry justice up, if you see what I mean. Justice takes a while. But just to explain that card, she's got her, if you imagine all these cards as a snapshot, they're like a Kodak moment of what's going on. Well, how did she get there? Well, you don't run around just putting your hand in lion's mouth. You have to sort of make friends with the lion, see if it's a snappy lion or a nice lion, or then what it likes to eat, because you're not going to put your hand in a hungry lion's mouth, are you? You've got to earn its trust. And it's the strength of knowing how to do that, making friends with it. And then if you want to put your hand in a lion's mouth, you probably make sure it's not hungry first. It's knowing what to do, when to do it, in the lead up to achieving something you want to get over there, which is almost like the Justice card. Actually, funny enough, the Justice card and the Strength card used to be in number 8 and number 11. So whatever it is, it's about a process, which is going to be very rewarding in the long run. That's nice. I know that's slightly long-winded there. That's nice to see there. Again, 3 of Cups, Knight of Cups. You're enjoying yourself. It's not as slow as the Knight of Pentacles, but you're not charging around. Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands. Yeah. You're waiting for something. You're waiting to wrap this up from the 9 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles, and then you'll be huff and huff. Yeah. So you've got 1 court card, 3 majors, and 2 minors. Those penguins love slamming that door too. Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. It was all going so well. Have you got this feels like Capricorn. Have you got trashy family? I mean, I had before I had to get, well, before they got rid of me. Look, this. Look at this. Those are beautiful cards. I mean, really, the scene being set is beautiful. You've got spirit there. Lovely. I'm having a nice time. All of a sudden, blam. So what's going on? Can't leave it like that. Even if you're not interested, I am. What's going on? I'm guessing a family or a close friend, or maybe both, maybe neighbours as well. Ooh. Could be Pisces. Ah. Somebody's drinking too. No. Somebody's drinking too much as well. You're fighting with an alcoholic. Ow. Oh, this is the past position, by the way. That's what you dealt with. Very dark. But again, we've got the king, we've got the wadder, and we've got the nine. So you've got the nine of pentacles and the nine of cups. And you just, as I said, with like justice and the strength card, you're in this holding pattern, just to really wrap it up and move on. And then you've got the Fool card. Now, so this is in the then position. Yeah. Let's see how it's moved on, because this is betrayal and sabotage and doom and gloom and death and destruction. And I'm guessing it's from family. Well, let's get some clarifiers. Grubby. That was all going so nicely, and it's amazing how somebody can just throw a stink bomb. You know. Did you really have to do that? Please step aside, you're spoiling my fun. Oh, Harry Hierophante. Okay. Madge. Emperor. Eight of Wands. And here's the Ten of Pentacles. If you can hear the penguins downstairs, they sound like rotting sea lions. From this Nine of Pentacles here, the Ten of Pentacles is. So as we come into the current position, I think things have moved on, haven't they? Because you've got the three most powerful male, because they used to call them priest kings back in the biblical days. That would be the magician and the Hierophant. It's put you into a much vibrationally, it's raised your vibration no end. And then the Emperor. The Hierophant and the Emperor are the two most powerful male cards. You've really busted. This has been whatever that was. With the Magician. It was. There aren't any accidents in tarot, and it sounds silly, but just linking that Eight of Wands card in at the beginning there, it almost brought it out here. So a bit of sad, a bit of Aquarius, but something's gonna. If you are the Knight of Swords, or if you are the Knight of Swords, so the only thing to elevate to from the Knight of Swords is the Eight of Wands. And this is an elevation or promotion, or whatever. So you've done it. Whatever it is you've done it from the Knight of Swords. It's almost like like Marilyn Monroe's dress in that white dress in that movie. Like, you know, having a heat wave. It's really lifted. It's really elevated. That's nice, because things were so you were just going along in your own lane there. Then all this stuff landed, and it hasn't taken you down any. It's actually forced you to magician. You transmuted it. Oh, you do exist, then. Nice. That's the Justice. And the Strength card was the process. And the Magician card is a card for Mercury. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Nice one. That makes more sense. Okay, so this is now, isn't it? This is current time frame, so this could be happening now. Okay. Now that's a card. That's a Mercury card, Magician card. So that nicely links into that. If you look at if you can be bothered, look at the Mercury line or the Mercury. I did the 8 videos on the 7 classical planets and then an introduction one. Those are both Mercury cards, so that's how you've got to safety. It's through Mercury, and then the 8 of Wands is a Mercury card as well. So you must be very tapped into. If you look at Mercury cycles or where Mercury is in your chart, yeah, we've had 3 Mercury cards. It's just that I know that cycle more than the other ones. I'm getting more familiar with them, but this is second deck in Cancer. Oh, and that's second deck in Aquarius. So that's what we're coming into next. So it looks like you might, the next deck in Aquarius could be very interesting for you. Because that's the 6 of Swords. You are the 5 of Swords. So you might get resolution in the next decan before the end of February time. I bet you have. If you've had the Tower, the Devil, and the 10 of Swords thrown in your path, now that's made it clear. That card came out. I'm guessing about 15 times. I did 3 readings last night, and that card came out about 15. Slightly less, but I just kept stuck to my hand. It's normally the Magician and the Temperance that do that. Okay. Good stuff. Page of Pentacles. Everything's, I mean, look at the way that's it. Everything's opening up for you. You are the star. So you know how to transmute that tower. And then we had the Magician card. You know how to transmute that tower better than anybody. Aquarius knows how to transmute that tower. And you get in your boat and you go, I'm not dealing with it. If you want to throw towers around, you clean it up. I'm not doing it. These hands haven't had a day's work in years. I'm not doing it. Right. Oh, Magician, go. Hello, Magician. Men's in the garden, it pops out. There you go. Yeah. You're tapped into a Mercury vibe. There you go. If you're interested, check out the Mercury or the Magician thing, because as I say, you've had the 3 of Cups, the 6 of Swords, the 8 of Wands. All we need now is the 5 and the 10 of Pentacles, and you've got the full set. It's very much about Mercury. Did you have a good Mercury retrograde? Because you're a Venus. Oh, you're Venus. Well, Mercury comes next. Yeah, of course it does, because the Six of Swords, you're the Five of Swords. So look at, in your birth chart, look at the relationship between Venus and Mercury. See what that's about. So there's something very mercurial, in a good way, going on. Nice. Because of course you just turn, you go, Alakazam, and it's done. Now that's me at laser clear. Just before that party. It's amazing. Well, once you just tap in, once you sort of surrender and allow the natural magic of TMH and synchronicities to come into your life, it's so much more fun. Such fun. And instead of go, oh yeah, once you start noticing synchronicities and patterns and how things just can almost just fall out in front of you, a bit like this. Talk about the Mercury cycle, and then oh, the Magician, you've already had it out in that deck, and then he pops out in that deck as well. When you allow, I'm not saying weird magic that other people can do, you know, just tuning in and surrendering to the magic of nature. It's amazing what can happen. It's lovely. Saucy, cheeky. Here we go. Oh, fall in love. Fall in love with the truth and the power of natural magic. Allow it. Try surrendering a little bit. No? Look what she's doing. The lady in that card, she's surrendered. She's handed over to go from choppy warmer to warmer. Choppy waters to calmer waters. She's actually had to. She trusts that man. She's turned her back to him. Now she's either got a sack of spuds with her, or she's got a kid. So she's going. She's in fight or flight mode, which is very heightened. Very. If you imagine 8 of Wands, that is fight or flight mode. But she's entrusted that man to get her to safety. And if she didn't trust him, she'd be facing him, because he could just get that thing going. Thanks for the money, off you go. Glug, 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 you know, drown in the river. So she trusts him. Now, trust is a very high vibing thing. I mean, how many people do you really trust with your life? Yeah? Trust and surrender to the process. And you only really get that from going within anyway. And that is Aquarius in the lamp there. I hope this is recording. I don't have to do this again. I hope this is recording. Now, there's nothing more beautiful than the truth, honesty, clarity. Madge. You've got everything you need to go. I mean, that is he's the lightning conductor. So it's almost like there's a really high vibing card, Mercury card. Mercury is the highest vibing planet. It goes around 88 days it takes us 365 days to go around. So Venus is 225, I think, and Mercury is 88. Beautiful. But be at one with natural cycles, or fall in love with natural cycles, or meet somebody who's on the same vibe as you, because you escaped some nasty family dynamic. You tell them, babe. Yeah, moon. Lovely. We've got double Hermit. So we've got double Aquarius in the Hermit's lamp. Yeah. I bet after being stabbed in the back like that and what have you, you did just, of course you did. You did a lot of soul searching. Oh, look. This is a Venus card. as well. So along with the Nine of Pentacles, this is like an Empress card. So this is on the Venus line, like we just had the Mercury line. This is the Venus line. Now, that's a long way off that, but it's when you start manifesting. A lot of people say it's a bad mood card, but no, it's like you've had enough. If you look at it's a bit like the Hermit card, but it's before you do the journey. It's like nothing's working out for me. I'm going to go down the bottom of the garden. I'm going to eat worms. Nobody likes me. Everybody hates me. But whilst you're doing that, I mean, look at where you're sitting, by the tree, getting all that lovely tree energy. And I go, well, it's very Aquarius, isn't it? There's Aquarius and everybody else is over there. That's how I started this off. Yeah. Very Aquarius. Okay, it's Virgo, but it's very Aquarius in its thinking. You've done all right. Oh, look, justice. Yeah. There's no coincidence. This whole process is about you. It's taking time. Divine time. It's a process of justice. And there's a Six of Swords there. Mercury. Okay, so last one. So that's what's going on now. So that's really nice. So that. Nice. I know. Oh, Harry Hierophant. You started off with the Nine of Pentacles, and you had the Ten of Pentacles. You've got the King of Pentacles. So this journey is in the next. So probably sometime in the Six of Swords decan, the next one coming. Completion. And you'll get your flowers. Because you've walked in, and I say, surrendering. Six of Swords. You surrender the process to TMH. Working his magic, and you're somewhere on a Mercury cycle, which is the Six of Swords, and then everything else opens up for you. That feels lovely. Harry Hierophant. Yeah. And the Six of Cups is a Scorpio card, so it's that change. The Ten of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, nothing to do with family or kids or anything like that. That is about we'll see what we'll look at the context. Page of Cups. Instinctively, I get run for the hills, but there's so much good around that, and you've got Harry Hierophant there. So I'm thinking, well, this has got extra doses of your intuition going in here. And if we get the High Priestess come out now, I'm just going to run around the block. Oh, it's the low register High Priestess. The Two of Swords turns into the High Priestess. So that's a moon card. Yeah. Yeah. I knew it was coming. I could feel it. So that's the. So really, what we've had going on here, we've had Mercury, Venus, and the Moon in the cards here. This is a card actually either for secrets and lies, or have you, or it's a card for intuition. It's about the intuition. This process, TMH has granted you intuition, and you've worked at it because you've now got the fish in that cup. So, which is why I didn't quite know how to take those two, because if those two turned up in a reading, you go, well, be careful who you trust. Well, I wouldn't diminish that in your life. Still, you still got to figure that out. But, well, who do I trust the most? Well, me. My intuition is the best. I mean, my intuition is the best around. Because what happens is that when you graduate from the Two of Swords to the Empress, the position of the Moon changes. And so that's been. Come on, you miserable mother. Where's she gone? Someone's stolen the High Priestess. She's kidnapped. Where's she gone? Should have been out. Oh, she is. Alright, solitaire. Because I mean, the big card that came out there is the Moon. Yeah. And in that one, she can't see because she's actually got it. She's got in the process of going within. She's got to go within, and it's all to do with the time there. There's no point in going forwards like Kill Bill. You might as well just rest up and tune in. And by doing that, the Moon goes from being in control. So the High Priestess, who's got a foot on the Moon, well, actually. I'm in control of the Moon, but I know how to use that energy. So to have these two, I mean, this obviously I'm bringing this one out just as a demonstration. But the big thing there is the Moon. So it's about it's just about being in touch, because even faster for us than Mercury is the Moon. So you're whatever this is, you're actually doing the Moon and Mercury. If you can tap into, if you look at your chart about the Moon and Mercury and Venus, those are the three fastest planets. So you're high vibing high, seriously, and that's lovely. As an 8 of Wands, I take my hat off to you, because you're doing some good thinking and you've done a lot of waiting, but you know, to have your head a million miles an hour and your body having to go, look at my lovely falcon. Well, keeping your body still but your mind moving is very frustrating. Oh look, here you are, the Empress. Your card. Yeah. Harry Hierophante. Yeah. Your Empress card came out. Venus. Because your body wants to move a bit, but your head's. You might have some more work to do on your inner critic. I was going to say the magic of love. You had that before. Honesty, truth, clarity. I mean, so right here at the end, I'm going to use this card rather than the Moon. You've got the power of TMH. Let's hope somebody's driving. And you've got your card, which is the Empress, the High Priestess, or the Moon influence. So you've got Venus, Mercury, and the Moon. Did somebody just mention that? Thank you. Not me. You just talk about what comes into your mind, and if you surrender to do a reading, you have to sort of surrender yourself to the channel, what comes through, and to do that, and then have those cards sort of. I love TMH. I do. Okay, I think we're done. I hope that wasn't too exhausting for you. Oh, I wasn't flying around like I was last night. Oh, I think I kept I kept the swirl down to a minimum, but it's a long time since I've done videos where I put my face on. I was advised for a while just to like do washing up liquid commercials with your hands. Somebody said just try doing voice and hands and just let the cards do the work. But because I've had a whole load of new subscribers, I thought I would just show some face. So this is me. Happy New Year and happy birthday, Aquarius. All the best. Take care. Now I'll go find the butt. Here we go. Oh, that's the longest one. Take care.